I think the biggest difference the TRN's made for me is having a strategic advisor that is more than just a friend, is really happy to challenge me, to ask me all the difficult questions, not just to pat me on the back and say I'm doing a great job, but to really ask about the what's next. That degree of answerability and accountability when you're a business owner doesn't happen very often. So having somebody that really holds you to account has been game-changing this year. Yeah, I think the biggest click and change that we've made in the business as a consequence of the TRN sessions I've attended was actually in January, where we had a whole day that really focused on Rev Ops. And I've taken it back and called it marketing in our business, but it's where we really take a sales team and a marketing team and join them together and get that ROI coming from the business in a way that it hasn't before. That's really revolutionised the way we operate in our business and create not just a sales team and then a support team, but one whole team in our organisation. I think before joining the TRM, the biggest challenge I had was I worked in the business. I was running a desk and I was really busy, whether I was a busy fool or not, but busy day to day delivering recruitment solutions for my clients. It took for me and my membership at the TRN to show me that I had to step back and work on the business, not in the business. And it's the retreat and the days out that give me that real space to think that you don't get when you're in the business. It gives you a space to be vulnerable, which as a business owner you don't get very often. And I think it fundamentally allows you to have a learning space that is a real privilege, but without it, I didn't have it. I think the biggest piece of advice is it's okay not to be okay. I don't have to have all the answers, but I think I do. And the reassurance that there are a whole host of strategic advisors with expertise in all different manner of areas. Dawn particularly for setting up temporary and interim running things, different people for statement of works and scope of works. And being able to pull upon all of that has been really, really important. The TRN community, for someone who doesn't know what it's all about and hasn't experienced it, I would describe as a hug. It is the most reassuring, supportive environment where I've already talked about vulnerability, where you genuinely can be your authentic self. You haven't got to be that leader. You're surrounded by people that you realise are in exactly the same boat as you. But there is this huge safety net. And if you are bold enough and brave enough to ask the question, to reach out, to really maximise your time here and understand what that looks like, whether that's on a WhatsApp group, asking a stupid question, a question you think is really stupid, but it is really important to you, or in front of a room of 250 people and contributing to a discussion, there is absolutely no judgment. That's a really unique environment to be in. So that TRN community is a fellowship that absolutely has your back. And as a business leader, it's a really lonely place that takes all of that away. The TRN support is really varied in that it offers different people different things. So for me as a leader, the strategic advisor and the exposure to the experts is absolutely what I find the most valuable part. But as a business leader, I've got a whole team that find support through all the different things that the TRN offer. So we utilise all of the training. I send different levels of my team on different training, whether that be trailblazers or rumbles. I've got faculties within the business that aren't sales, so marketing, ops, and recently sending an ops team to invest in them, in their practice, is something we've never been able to do before. So it is the variety of support that can be offered to different faculties within a business at different layers that we really utilise. I think we max out, and I think it's a really lovely opportunity. The goal I'm really working towards now with TRN support is truly being the leader. We're lucky enough to have gone through an EOT process, so I have sold the business effectively, but I am really working hard to leave a legacy of that business. So over the next 5, 7, 10 years, how do I get my my team below and the team below that and the layers down there really elevated through. That development curve is not easy and not swift, but the TRN are really supporting me at all the different layers to elevate the capability in the business and really drive our performance overall. I tell them not to hesitate to join the TRN. If you're a business owner that is in that recruitment world and doesn't have that supportive network, and it isn't just the network, but it's the technical capability that you can really leverage, then I think you are already falling behind the marketplace. Many recruitment business owners like me did recruitment 10, 15, 20, 25 years ago. And it's a wholly different space. So being able to be really up to date with AI, with innovation, with how tech stacks are evolving and productivity changes, I think without something like the TRN behind you, you'll already be falling way behind. Standing still is going backwards.